So now with these exercises in this workout, core full body, remember we're gonna pace this out at an intermediate pace. So we'll be doing 40 seconds on with 20 seconds rest, 3 full rounds. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready, all right, let's get into this exercise program. 1 arm dumbbell full body sit-ups, right? So she picked the dumbbell that's gonna make her intensity to be somewhere between an 8 and 10, right? That's what we want. So remember, look at your intensity chart and make sure you're following that. Now, you see her right hand on the ground, she's assisting her body as she's coming up. Now let's switch sides. So we'll do 20 seconds on the right, 20 seconds on the left, meaning what dumbbell is in what hand, and then we'll get a total of 40 seconds on this exercise. Nice. Okay, and try to keep your feet on the ground. You're gonna notice that those feet will try to lift. Try to keep those on the ground and assist it out. 1 second and rest. Nice job. Okay. One of my other favorite exercises, burpees. Burpees with a front kill mode kick, okay? So now, let's watch this exercise. Make sure when you do your kick, you try to get that foot above the eyes. Watch what Alden does here, all right? Are you ready, Alden? Here we go. So now, there's no push-up involved. All she's doing is falling to the ground, up, and then kick. Nice. And then see that fight stance? Boom, right? Get that foot up, kick it above, and get it up high by the eyes. Excellent job, nice. Now this is shredding massive calories. 20 seconds, Alden, doing great. So when you go down to your burpee, you can let your body fall onto the ground and then you can kick it out. If you want to pull it into a plank position and then still pull off the burpee and then kick, you can too. That'd be more advanced. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Nice. That was sick. Amazing. Good job. Okay. Next is cross body dumbbell press, right? So your dumbbells, again, pick whatever your intensity is going to be that you are choosing. Try to be around an 8 to 10 and watch this. So then it's cross the body, bring it over, and then press it up, right? Cross the body, bring it over, and then press it up. Now, she's working, and you're working, all these muscles in your arms and working some core, and you can see she has her feet separated at shoulder width, hands on the hip, looking nice and professional. This thing doesn't need me dangling all over the place, right? And switch sides. So 20 seconds on the left, 20 seconds on the right. Down and then across the body. Boom. Boom. Perfect. Right? Now we want biceps like that, right? We want to be shredded like that. That's what we want. We want nice, trim, toned, gone wild bodies out there cheating your way thin. Okay, rest up. Good job. 20 seconds rest. Okay, so now star reverse crunches. A lot of people will do these on a decline. We're going to do these on the ground. This is a star. You can see as her body's laying on the ground looking like a star. And then feet together, lift and press. Down, lift and press. Excellent. Now, if this is hard for you to get your hips off the ground, do the best you can and give as much as you can. And then each time, strive for a little bit more, okay? Good job. Okay, now these arms out here that are pressing on the ground, you're using this as leverage. Make sure you focus on using these for leverage, okay? That's what we want. Good job, Alden. 10 seconds. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest up. Nice job. 1 full round. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Chalk it up. Okay, that's 1 full round. We're going for 3 full rounds. So now we're going to get into the second round. Where's the water boy? Right? We need the water boy. Where's the water boy? Okay, so we're going back into dumbbell full sit-up, 1 arm. Excellent. Okay, so 20 seconds on the left, 20 seconds on the right. How's that feel in your stomach?
Great.
Feel that, huh?
Totally engaged.
Totally engaged. Working that core, working that upper body. Okay, let's switch sides. So 20 seconds on the right and the left. Assist it with that hand on the ground. Keep that midsection nice and tight. This is working a lot of abdominals. 10 seconds, Alden. Amazing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing job. Nice job. Okay. Next up, burpee. with front kill mode kick. And then comes your half-point accelerator. That's what it's all about. Implementing half-point accelerators after this next exercise, you are going to be on fire, burning fat. Here we go. Burpee, and then that kill mode kick, right? Kill mode. Kill mode. That's what I'm talking about. Nice job, Alden. She makes it look easy. I know. Push hard at home. Keep doing this, okay? You don't need a lot. You can do this in your garage. You can do this in your living room. You can do this outside in the yard. You can do this wherever you need. Nice job, Alden. Halfway there. And remember how to assist, like I told you, right? Her stomach is hitting the ground. You want to make it harder. You can keep the plank position and then come up and pop up from the burpee. And you can actually do a push-up if you wanted to. And rest. Nice job. Talking about. Okay, so that's halfway through. Half-point accelerator starts now. Then get right back into this, and we're going in right now with cross-body dumbbell presses. And what is that, a 5-pound? Yep, we got a 5-pound, all right? 5-pound, 2-pound, all of it's good. 20 seconds on the right, 20 seconds on the left. So coming across the body, right? Coming up into a press, and then pressing it out. Engaging all these muscles into the shoulder, biceps, and forearms. Yeah, you feel it all, right? Excellent job, nice. So we switch sides, 20 seconds on the other side. Amazing. Hear that music playing, right? Hear that mind talking to you, telling you that you're dominating, you're making this happen. You're in weeks 4 through 8, getting this done. What did you have yesterday? Maybe you had a cheat day yesterday. Maybe you had low carbs today. Maybe you had an amazing workout yesterday. Today, another amazing workout. Nice job, Alden. Okay, start reverse crunches. We are now last exercise, round 2. Last exercise, round 2. Okay. All right, 2 seconds, rest, and here we go. Okay, so when your feet come down, they don't need to touch the ground, but you can if you want. That gives you a little bit of a rest point, right? If you do what Alden's doing here, she's not touching the ground, she's going almost to the ground and then bringing it right back up into another rep, right? Now you notice everything is timed in these workouts. I didn't do this for reps, specifically to give you the pace that you need during the time that is allotted to do as many as you want of reps, which could be beginner, intermediate, and or advanced by doing more or less. Nice job. 2 seconds, 1, and rest. Nice job. That's 2 full rounds, Alden. Good job. We got one last round. 4 more exercises. Okay, going back into 1-arm dumbbell full sit-ups, right? Okay, here we go. How's those knees? This grass tear you up a little bit. This is not real. I know you know that. It's better than the ground though. Okay, good. All right, try to keep your feet as flat as possible. The more that your core is engaged, the more that your feet will stay flat. There you go, good. And you see how she moved them in a little bit? If you need to move them in, you do that. Okay, switch sides. Fast transitions, right, equals more fat loss. Good job. Nice job. You're in kill mode all day. Push hard on this. Push hard on this. Nice, we're in that core phase. Okay, rest. Good job. Okay, being in that core phase now, you're no longer a beginner. You should be an intermediate, making it happen. Okay, burpees, front kill mode kicks, activate kill mode, get that foot up high, and make it happen. Matter of fact, this time, I may even put my hand out here. Watch this. Boom, look at that. Boom, look at that. And that's what I'm talking about. You can hear that, right? Yes. Alden's not afraid. Boom, you shouldn't be afraid, okay? Kick the door down. Nice job, good. Push, 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 push. Push it home, come on. Nice job. Keep it going, push it home. Let's get it. Nice. 13 seconds. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Woo, give me a little bit on that one. Give me a little bit on that one. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Okay, 2 more exercises. Cross body dumbbell presses. Again, I strategically put this exercise in there to give you a little bit of breathing time, right? Right? Daniel's looking after you. You feel that, right?
I do.
Yep. Gotta give a little bit of breathing time. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, so 20 seconds on the right, 20 seconds on the left. This is probably one of the best bicep curls you can do, is crossing the body. Besides working on the head of the bicep, you're actually working on the forearm. You're working on this nice little ball muscle right here down by your elbow, and you're also working here. What does that do? Gives you a little more tone, gives you a little more cut, gives you a little more feeling great about yourself when you look in the mirror, right? Nice job. And let's rest. Nice job. Okay. Last exercise. Star reverse crunches. So we're going back down to the ground. Hands out by your side. Okay, push hard. Almost through this workout. Almost done. How you feeling?
Doing good. I have to burn it.
Okay, you ready? All right, here we go. Let's go. All right, so give me 20 seconds on this last exercise. Star reverse crunches. I'm sorry, 40 seconds. Right? Because we don't have a left and right. We're going one full round, 40 seconds solid. Beginner would be a little less. Follow your charts. Advanced would be a little more. Nice job. All been doing great. Amazing job. Making this look easy. Good job. Almost there. Give me another 9 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done with that workout. Whoa, that was amazing. Good job, Alden. Nice job. Good job out there. Way to rock it out at home. Way to push through that workout. That was amazing. Alden, one more time. High five for that. High five to you at home. We'll see you again on the next workout.